Hey guys, Coach Allen from GB Calgary, GB Northwest Calgary here. Just want to go over something very important with you guys. Over the past few months, it's become more and more common for students and parents to approach us and ask about stripes, ask about promotions, stuff like that. I do understand that some people might be anxious about things like that and whatnot, but I'd like to go over something with you guys. I'd like to explain something very important to you guys. I'm going to show you a little thing here that most of you don't know. But when most Gracie Bajas, instead of using the electronic check-in like we do, they use a card like this one, where you can probably see that there are black dots and some red dots there as well. These red dots, as you guys can probably imagine, usually represent the day when the student should meet the timeline criteria for getting promoted either to a next belt or getting promoted to the next stripe or whatever it is. Now, what people need to understand is that even though we use time as one of the criteria, time and attendance are the bare minimum for someone to get promoted. Reaching the point where you would get the red dot here does not mean you're gonna get promoted or that your child will get promoted. There's a lot of other stuff that will go into getting promoted, like behavior on the mats, behavior towards your training partners, towards your parents, behavior towards your coaches, how you're treating the newer students, technical development. There's so many things that go into getting promoted more than just time and attendance. But I'll tell you why it's frustrating when people ask a coach about promotion. It's not because we don't know what to say or anything like that. We do know what to say, and we do have some criteria, but it can't all be objective like this. So you guys understand, I got promoted to blue belt after 3.5 years of training. It took me 3.5 years. And training constantly, let it be said. I only noticed the red dots after I got my first stripe on my blue belt. So for 3.5 years, more than 3.5 years, I would come to class, I would pick up this card at the front desk, would hand it to the coach. Coach would write down my attendances, and all I worried about were the black dots, and there were many. When I got my first stripe on my blue belt, I noticed the red dot, and then I noticed, oh, the red dot is when I got my first stripe, so there's another one now, probably when I'm gonna get my second dot. And that's only then when I realized, after 4 years of training, right, 3.5 plus about 6 months to get my first stripe on the blue belt, only about after 4 years of learning Jiu-Jitsu that I noticed this. And to be quite honest, I hated that I noticed this. Why? Because I never understood the promotion, getting a higher rank, getting another stripe, getting another belt, as part of my deal with the school that I'm going to. The reason why I signed up was to learn Jiu-Jitsu. The reason why I signed up was to learn to defend myself. The reason why I signed up was because I used to weigh 265 pounds, which I clearly don't weigh anymore. Those were the main reasons why I signed up. I signed up so that if I see anybody, if anybody attacks me out in the street, I'll be able to defend myself. If I see anybody trying to attack my son, take my son away from me, attacking my wife, or attacking your child, or someone in need, an old lady out at the supermarket, whatever, that I'm able to defend them. I signed up so that if I need to run for my life for whatever reason, I can do that without feeling that I'm gonna die because I can't breathe because I'm so heavy. I signed up so that I could feel good about myself, so I could go up a flight of stairs and not be panting afterwards. The reward for me was always to learn Jiu-Jitsu, was always to become a better person, to improve physically, to improve mentally, psychologically, And now my goal is to help you guys to reach that better level that I'm still seeking for myself. I constantly tell people I fight with the scale constantly. I fight my own battles on a daily basis, but now I get the opportunity to guide many of you on this journey of self-improvement. So what I want to tell you guys is that, stop worrying about the red dots. Stop worrying about that. Just like I tell you guys, when you're going into competition or when your kids are going into competition, we should not worry about the medals, gold medal, silver medal, bronze medal. There are so many medals we pick up in Jiu-Jitsu every day. The medal of self-confidence, the medal of losing weight, the medal of higher self-esteem, the medal of being able to the medal of being able to defend yourself. There's so many medals to be picked up every single day on the mats. Just like there are many promotions to pick up on the mats every day. Since I started, I've picked up a promotion of about 60 pounds less than I weigh right now. That's the best promotion for me. I got promoted to 60 pounds less. I'm not worried if I'm wearing a brown belt, if I'm wearing a purple belt. Heck, you could put white again. I don't care. My skills are there. My confidence is there. The weight that I lost is not there anymore because I lost it, right? That's what matters in the end. So start focusing on that. If you're one of our students, one of our adult students, start focusing on this. What are you doing to improve yourself? What are you doing to better yourself? To promote yourself to better places in your personal life, not in your ranks here, because these don't matter. If I were a black belt, but I was still weighing 265 pounds, I would still be inconfident. I would still be unhappy. I would still not be able to go up a flight of stairs without feeling like I'm dying. I would still not be able to carry someone in my arms if I needed to help them in an emergency. So my black belt really would not mean as much as it could mean. So if you're one of our adult students, focus on that. Focus on your journey. Your reward is to learn Jiu-Jitsu. Your reward is to become better. It's self-improvement. Those are the medals that you're here to pick up. The color of your belt is just a small consequence of everything that you pick up during this journey. And if you're the parent to one of our students, every time you think about asking a coach why your child is not getting promoted, think of it this way. When your child got here, what was the reason that you signed them up? Was it for more discipline? Was it for self-defense? Were they getting bullied? And are they being able to deal with that now? That's what you should be asking yourself. Not if your son or daughter, if they're going to get promoted, if they're going to get their gray belt tomorrow, if they're going to get their gray belt next week, or what it is. Ask yourself this. My son was being bullied. Has he or she been able to handle the bullies now? Have they learned how to deal with that? My son was overweight, my daughter was overweight. Are they being able to work with that? Are they losing that weight? Are they gaining more confidence? They were shy. They used to walk in the gym like this, scared, walking through the walls. Do they walk in with confidence now, chin up? That's the promotion that you want for your son. It's not the color of the belt. It's not the stripe, not this. And every time you ask the coach, you are showing what you put importance on. You're putting importance on this. And this really, it doesn't matter at all. So focus on the other gains. Focus on the other promotions for your children. That's what matters the most. Is your child attaining the level that they wanted when you signed them up, or the level that you wanted for them of confidence, self-esteem, anything, whatever the reason was. I can tell you one thing, I have never signed up one single student that told me that their goal was to get promoted, was to get a blue belt, a purple belt. Never. It's always something else. This is just an unimportant consequence of how much work you put in and how much you develop towards your goals. And believe me, we are always paying attention to those goals. We know what those goals are. We're looking at you. We're paying attention to you. And the moment we see you are attaining them, that's when you start getting promoted here. Okay, that's when you start going up the ranks. But then again, that's a very small and an important detail. This only means that you carry more responsibility on the mats. That's it. It doesn't mean that you're better. It doesn't mean anything but that. Just that you carry more responsibility. So keep that in mind next time you're asking one of our coaches, or you're asking myself about a promotion or anything like that. Focus on your journey. Instead of that, do like what I always used to do, and what I still do every time I roll with someone. I look at them and I say, Professor, is there anything I can improve? And I know there always is, there always will be. What can I improve? How can I become better? That should be your only concern. All right, that's the medal and that's the promotion that you want. I hope I'm making myself clear, and I hope that you guys understand this and really take this message to heart and start exercising this, and help our younger training partners that are here, that have been here for less time, to understand this as well. All right, thank you guys so much. Keep putting in the work. Again, don't worry about this consequence. It will come as long as all the rest is being attained. All right, thank you so much. Os.